bring it all the way home.
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
And his kick is good. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
On 1st and 10, McCarthy. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Here we go now.
On 1st down, McCarthy. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So the offense avoids disaster, keeps possession. Now it's 2nd down.
Tight end right. Hey. Got three down.
How does nigga keep
And
going?
a solid run down inside the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
You know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, it's a passing situation. Pass rushers are on the field, and they're only thinking one thing: get to the quarterback. And oftentimes, you can bypass them with a running play. On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are. But on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are. And that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
On 4th down, McCarthy, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Let's go. 190. 190.
Oh, he shifts past him. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Yeah, baby.
Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
And give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet, and allowed the rest of the guys to get there to finish him off.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and it may be a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Losing 3 yards here. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
Shit don't never go out of bounds.
Just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to be nursing.
Not getting no
say,
post
okay, don't
on
worry
me,
about it.
Simple
When we
as
need
that.
you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
Double tight, double tight. We got 3. We got 3.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
We got double tight, double tight.
And again this time to the tailback. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All right, here we go.
No gain on that run, and while the team is down, there's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Flex round, flex round. Watch the ship. Ohio, 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 let's go.
After the interception, here's Watson. 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. Give him 30 yards there. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They run the counter now on 1st down. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
2 times, 2 times.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Ohio, Ohio, flex round, flex round, Ohio, flex round, flex round. Check 50, check 50.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Watch the edge.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
Ohio,
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection, maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up...
We know what you're going
They'll need to get to the 35 really if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. So they're operating in the red zone.
Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Now let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let you...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's just under
This nigga don't throw the ball for shit,
and
dude.
down he goes. Jack Youngblood. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6 yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Flex round. Check safety. Come on, Ohio. 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 Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath, and when you catch it just...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jack Youngblood in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
Sack, baby.
I hate the way this nigga play in the pocket, bro.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, a ball may come your way.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Man is Taylor. He's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
That's it, baby.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rub their nose in it. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And some space here. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio. 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 Hot. Shift. Hot.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Ohio. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost
He trying to
there,
play cover
and
4
it's
now.
3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. The Niners on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got a man here, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That's it, baby. That's it. That's it.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to the booth right after this.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
He could have
Now
started
the
quarterback.
offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. The offense on 3rd and 5.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
I'm on.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Go! Over! Watch him now, Barney!
He'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That's complete right around the 8. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Gun! Four down. Check. Four down.
Looking to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Jonathan Allen in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Back to throw. Steps away to his left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And his kick is good. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Roger. Let's go. Pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Watson now going to run the option right. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Jack Youngblood in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
Strong right. Let's go.
Here's Watson now on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Jonathan Allen, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
Hey, we got tight left. Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On play action, they'll throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
On is the punter King to send it away. Fielded at the 33. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. Shift together here from the D-line.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Here we go. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Hey. Switch it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Come on, let's go. White 90. White 90.
To throw on second is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Ohio. Here we go. Flex round. Let's go. Red 38. Red 38.
Third and long. It's Watson. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He's got his man on the crossing route. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. Three down. Motion. All right, now, look at 56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's caught by Moncrief. And he gets it down to the 32. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7.
Man left. Hurry up.
Back to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Five yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line.
Sack 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol.
Detroit.
Now Bell. Stops short. Down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Offense looks to punch it in here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Niners on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Watson. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Flex round. Come on. Check 26.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Here we go. What? 9. Check. Flex round. Cover it. Come on, let's go. Red 38.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Welcome back now here in London. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get to the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Strong right, strong right, strong right. Here we go.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Tight end right. Here we go. What? 9, flex round. Ohio. 3 down, 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Check 37. Let's go.
Here's Watson, option left. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. He's got it, and it's 24-17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head.
Ohio! Here we go! What? 9! Ohio! Ohio! Check 3! Check 3!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
Keep playing hard. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Let's get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back, right on the 30-yard line. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
All right, Charles, as a former defensive back, how disheartening to actually catch it but just not be able to stay in bounds there defensively.
Well, extremely, because you know the rap against us defenders is that we're frustrated offensive guys who can't catch. And he caught it, just couldn't get his feet down in bounds. It's that second part that finished off the play for him.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that past the sticks, first down. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And he's brought down after a good gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
Leopard! Now let's go! Gun!
Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. He's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the force leads to 6 points. And he knocks it through.
Oh, man.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
I hate playing like this, bro. It's so boring.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
Play like the same coverage all day. That shit's supposed to be fun, I guess.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Look at the O-line ass as fuck.
In there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Hold up, what the fuck going on?
Let's go!
How he end up over there?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And for the throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot
And that's just
receivers,
third
especially the little
quarterback.
guys like we're watching here, are just
3
completely
INTs,
fast. A
1
lot of them
touchdown.
combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That nigga ass.
They'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a
why,
first
bitch.
down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll set up to throw.
Check. 3 down.
And this is Moncrief with a catch. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
That's
How about it, say?
Nearly another pick.
This nigga can't read coverage to save his life.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage.
All right, now,
But
look
correct.
at 56.
No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let it fly.
Check 49. Check 49.
The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. And he'll bang that one through.
We only got 2 timeouts.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your...
No, bottled up.
This nigga fumbled.
It's out, it's loose. Then he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they
I knew the way that animation came that bitch was gonna fumble, dog.
Talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He's back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He really tried to throw a
He
slant.
has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
And yes, he's into the end zone, so they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the fourth. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for two and decide it right now.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Ringo. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round. Hut.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 8 yards to go here on 2nd down.
Tight end right.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Watson. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
And here now the offense heading back out there. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Think back in 2015. Didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So
and down he goes. The 49ers get there. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle.